Hello, friends. So, I would like to discuss how lawyers are paid. So, the payment a lawyer receives is based on the work you need him to do, and the mode of payment is based on what actually you need. Firstly, there is a consultation fee. I think some people know this, where to speak to a lawyer or to go to his firm before you brief him on a particular issue, you pay. Most times, it's an hourly rate fee where you pay per hour or just to brief him and get legal advice on a particular thing. This is not so common in Nigeria. Maybe it's practiced in like big cities, Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, but not so common across Nigeria, because when people have problems, they will just sometimes they'll not even come to your office. They might see you on the road and start briefing you, drop it to your WhatsApp, which we entertain as lawyers. It's not because it's the proper thing to do, but because of how Nigeria legal climate is, the situation you find yourself. Sometimes someone will call you that is having an issue at the police station and he just needs you to show up, or someone will call you and tell you that he wants to buy a land ASAP, and you can't be talking about, oh, you have to consult, you have to pay consultation fee before I can advise or before I can speak to you further. No, you have to just help. That is the reality and the practice of our profession. Then I also like to talk about a flat fee. And this is common where maybe you want to go to court, or someone took you to court and you need the services of a lawyer. Then you can engage a lawyer and he will tell you, okay, this is what I will charge for this matter. Some can charge just appearance fee, maybe if it's a one date sitting, and some can just charge for their expenses and appearance fee. But a fixed flat fee is usually for maybe court proceedings, or or even drafting agreements, not property documents, but like maybe just a random work. Then he can charge you a flat fee. Then another one is contingency fee, which I know is not so properly and popularly discussed. Contingency fee is a process whereby you can have an understanding with the lawyer that if you go to court and maybe you win, it's always done in personal injury case, civil cases where you are claiming something. You are sure that, okay, a wrong was done to you, you can't really afford the cost of litigating that matter. Then you can discuss and have an understanding with the lawyer for contingency fee, where you would pay him upon winning the case. Let me put it out in that layman way. Winning the case, conducting the matter, and maybe getting the money, recovering the debt. Then he will get his money. So it can be a percentage of maybe the money recovered, or judgment sum, or claims awarded. That is contingency fee. Then there is another one, retainer. Now, the way retainer is defined and the way it's carried out in many jurisdiction, other Western jurisdiction, is not the same way that we define it here in Nigeria, or the same way that we practice it. In foreign jurisdiction, retainer is like a fixed deposit sum where you give your lawyer, and from there he can use it and do your case whenever you need him to do your case. It's usually a launch sum of money. In Nigeria, nobody can just dispose to you, let's say 20 million, 50 million, 100 million. Sorry, not nobody, but like, it's not a common practice. There are a lot of people that do it, especially people at the top, but the 1%. But it's not a common practice in Nigeria. So the way we look at retainership in Nigeria is where you pay a sum, a token, to the lawyer, that, see, whenever I need you to show up, maybe usually like maybe police harassment, something like that. Okay, my lawyer will just give you that money and say, hold. And I said, whenever I need you to show up, at least maybe you can use it as still fare transport and come and do this. That is how we, in my experience and practice, that is how Nigerians see retainer as, okay, we pay you this little sum so that you can come and do. And it doesn't cover court proceedings. It doesn't cover maybe if he has a serious matter in the court, then you now have to charge him for that matter. Even in the retainer, the lawyer can still ask for, when you are giving the lawyer a retainer, he can still ask for expenses incurred while doing that, because the retainer is just to create that relationship with him. That's how we say it in Nigeria. But in the right sense, abroad, the retainer is like a lump sum of money. Like, You will pay him money like 50, 100 million, 300 million into a law firm account. So whenever I have a court case, any kind of legal issues, they are your firm. So usually it's like a contract, a retainership agreement. So that would mandate them that, to do your cases. And in that agreement, it has an expiration period, can be from 1 year, 5 years, 2 years. So until the expiration of that duration, that law firm is mandated to do your legal work for that cost. But retainership here, yes, you can still put it in writing as an agreement, but it's usually for like out of court, legal issues, and not like lump sum of money. Though I believe that many other lawyers still practice retainership in the right sense, because as I said, lawyers have, there are different matters and different areas of practice. Lawyers, we all have different areas of practice, and of course we have different types of clientele. Like for example, if you are a corporate lawyer or a lawyer representing financial institutes or big institutes, of course you would appreciate retainership in the right and original sense. So whereby working for them can be more efficient, and you can have that financial freedom to actually carry out the job without going through the whole bureaucracy of the company. This person will sign this before you get legal fees to start doing the legal job. So that's briefly how lawyers are paid. I think I've done also a video how lawyers are paid in property transactions. So in property transaction, it's all about percentage, and also some other forms of contract and agreement, it's all about percentage. Even in tenancy as well, many lawyers do collect percentage.